Hello, and welcome to my channel. Relax, and get ready to listen to today's story. Now I'm going to tell you a story about a springtime castle that holds a big secret. Oliver Thompson stood on the outskirts of the small countryside town, his eyes fixed on the abandoned castle that loomed in the distance. It had always fascinated him, with its crumbling stone walls and mysterious aura. Oliver was an archaeologist, driven by a deep curiosity for uncovering the secrets of the past. And this castle, with its hidden tales and legends, called out to him like a siren. The town itself was a picturesque place, surrounded by lush green fields and blooming flowers. But it was the castle that held Oliver's attention. It had been abandoned for centuries, its halls echoing with forgotten whispers and lost memories. The townspeople spoke of its mystical powers, of how it was once a place of magic and enchantment. Oliver couldn't help but be captivated by these stories. As he walked through the town, Oliver couldn't resist striking up conversations with the locals. He wanted to hear their tales, their beliefs about the castle and its springs. The townspeople had their own stories to share, passed down through generations. Some believed that the springs possessed magical powers, granting eternal youth to those who bathed in their waters. Others whispered of hidden treasures and ancient artifacts buried within the castle's depths. Oliver's colleagues at the university often teased him for his fascination with the castle. They saw it as nothing more than a crumbling ruin, devoid of any real historical significance. But Oliver knew there was more to it than met the eye. He spent countless hours researching the castle's history, poring over ancient texts and maps in search of clues. One evening, as Oliver sat in his study surrounded by piles of dusty books, he stumbled upon a passage that sent a shiver down his spine. It spoke of a hidden chamber beneath the castle, a chamber connected to the springs and their magical powers. The passage hinted at a lost artifact, a key that could unlock the secrets of the springs and grant unimaginable power. The discovery only fueled Oliver's curiosity. He couldn't shake the feeling that he was on the brink of uncovering something extraordinary. With a newfound determination, he set out to explore the castle himself. Oliver gathered his colleagues in the university's library, eager to share his findings and hear their thoughts. As they sat around a large oak table, the room filled with excitement and anticipation. "I've discovered something incredible," Oliver began, his voice filled with enthusiasm. "There's a hidden chamber beneath the castle, connected to the springs. It's said to hold a lost artifact of immense power." His colleagues exchanged glances, their interest piqued. One of them, Professor Williams, spoke up. "Oliver, you've always had a knack for uncovering mysteries. But are you sure about this?" The legends surrounding the castle can be quite fantastical. Oliver nodded, understanding their skepticism. I know it sounds far-fetched, but there's evidence to support these claims. Ancient texts speak of the spring's magical properties and their connection to the castle. I believe there's more to this than just legends and tales. The conversation continued late into the night, as Oliver and his colleagues shared stories they had heard from the townspeople. Each tale seemed to add another layer of intrigue to the castle's history. Some spoke of ghostly apparitions wandering its halls, while others mentioned strange phenomena occurring near the springs. Oliver couldn't help but feel a sense of excitement building within him. He knew that he had to delve deeper into this mystery, to uncover the truth behind the castle's legends and tales. Days turned into weeks as Oliver immersed himself in research. He scoured ancient texts and maps, searching for any mention of the castle and its springs. The more he discovered, the more convinced he became that there was a hidden truth waiting to be uncovered. Oliver learned that the springs were once revered by ancient civilizations. They believed that the waters possessed magical properties, granting eternal youth to those who bathed in them. The castle, with its proximity to the springs, was considered a sacred place. As Oliver delved deeper into the history, he stumbled upon a map that marked the location of the hidden chamber beneath the castle. It was as if fate itself had guided him to this moment. With trembling hands, he traced the path that would lead him to the heart of the castle's secrets. Oliver knew that he needed help to decipher the mysteries of the chamber. He sought out a local historian, Mrs. Evelyn Gray, who specialized in the history of the castle and the surrounding area. Mrs. Gray was an elderly woman with a twinkle in her eye and a wealth of knowledge. She had spent her life studying the castle and its legends, and Oliver knew that she held the key to unlocking its secrets. They sat in her cozy study, surrounded by books and artifacts. Oliver explained his findings, sharing the tales he had heard and the clues he had discovered. Mrs. Gray listened intently, nodding as Oliver spoke. "You've stumbled upon something truly remarkable, my dear," she said, her voice filled with excitement. "The castle and its springs have long been shrouded in mystery. But there's a legend that speaks of a lost artifact, a key that can unlock the true power of the springs." Oliver leaned forward, his eyes wide with anticipation. "Do you know where this artifact might be?" Mrs. Gray smiled, her eyes twinkling. "Legend has it that it lies hidden within the castle itself. But finding it won't be easy. The castle is filled with traps and puzzles, designed to protect the artifact from falling into the wrong hands." Oliver's determination only grew stronger. He knew that he had to find this artifact, to uncover the truth behind the castle's enchantment. Oliver followed a series of clues that led him to various locations around town. Each clue brought him closer to discovering the location of the lost artifact and solving the mystery once and for all. The first clue led Oliver to an old ruin on the outskirts of town. It was an ancient temple, hidden among overgrown vegetation. As he stepped inside, he felt a sense of reverence wash over him. Symbols adorned the walls, their meanings lost to time. Oliver deciphered the clues, realizing that they pointed to a hidden cave located deep within the nearby forest. With a sense of excitement, Oliver set off into the forest, following the clues that led him deeper into its depths. The sunlight filtered through the trees, casting dappled shadows on the forest floor. After what felt like hours of searching, he stumbled upon a hidden entrance to a cave. As he entered the cave, Oliver's heart raced with anticipation. The air was cool and damp, and the sound of dripping water echoed in the darkness. He followed the winding tunnels, his hands brushing against rough stone walls. Finally, he reached a small chamber bathed in an ethereal glow. In the center of the chamber sat an ancient pedestal, upon which rested a small golden key. Oliver knew that he had found the next piece of the puzzle. Oliver's research and the clues he had collected led him to a hidden underground chamber beneath the castle. He navigated through dark tunnels, his footsteps echoing in the silence. The air grew colder as he descended deeper into the earth. Finally, he reached a massive chamber, its walls adorned with intricate carvings and ancient symbols. The chamber seemed to pulse with energy, as if it held the very essence of the castle's secrets. Oliver approached a large stone altar at the center of the chamber. It was covered in symbols and writings that he couldn't decipher. But as he ran his fingers along the cold stone surface, he felt a surge of energy course through him. He knew that he was on the brink of discovering something incredible. With trembling hands, Oliver reached into his bag and pulled out a small journal filled with translations of ancient texts. He began to decipher the symbols, slowly piecing together their meaning. As the last symbol fell into place, a hidden door opened in the chamber wall. Oliver's heart raced with anticipation as he stepped through the doorway, unsure of what he would find. Oliver entered a small chamber, bathed in a soft golden light. The walls were adorned with ancient writings and symbols, their meanings becoming clear to him. He realized that this chamber held the long-lost artifact, the key to unlocking the true power of the springs. In the center of the chamber sat a pedestal, upon which rested a small velvet box. Oliver's hands trembled as he opened it, revealing a beautiful amulet. It was made of intricately carved silver, with a single glowing gem at its center. As Oliver picked up the amulet, a surge of energy coursed through him. He felt a deep connection to the springs and their magical powers. It was as if the amulet had chosen him, granting him the ability to harness the spring's enchantment. Oliver knew that he had a responsibility to use this power for good. He vowed to protect the castle and its secrets, to share its magic with others. With the amulet in his possession, he felt a sense of purpose like never before. Oliver couldn't contain his excitement as he shared his discoveries with his colleagues and the townspeople. They gathered in the town square, eager to hear his story and see the artifacts he had collected. Oliver stood before them, the amulet gleaming in his hand. "I have uncovered the secrets of the castle," he announced, his voice filled with awe. "The springs possess a power beyond imagination, and this amulet allows me to harness that power." The crowd gasped in awe, their eyes fixed on the amulet. The townspeople whispered amongst themselves, their curiosity piqued. They had always sensed something magical about the castle and its springs, but now they had proof. The town decided to turn the castle into a museum, a place where visitors could come and experience its enchantment. Oliver's colleagues helped him curate the exhibits, showcasing the history and magic of the springs. The grand opening of the museum was a momentous occasion. Visitors from near and far came to witness the unveiling of the castle's secrets. Oliver gave a speech, sharing his journey in the importance of curiosity and exploration. "This castle is a testament to the power of curiosity," Oliver proclaimed. "It is a reminder that there are still mysteries waiting to be uncovered, secrets waiting to be revealed. Let this museum be a beacon of knowledge and wonder, inspiring others to pursue their own adventures and discoveries." The day of the grand opening arrived, and the town was abuzz with excitement. The castle had been transformed into a magnificent museum, its halls filled with artifacts and exhibits that told the story of the springs and their magic. Visitors lined up outside, eager to step into the world of enchantment that awaited them. The doors opened, and they streamed inside, their eyes wide with wonder. Oliver stood at the entrance, greeting each guest with a smile. He watched as they explored the exhibits, their faces filled with awe and fascination. The museum had become a place where history and magic intertwined, where legends came to life. As Oliver walked through the museum, he couldn't help but feel a sense of fulfillment. His passion for uncovering mysteries had led him here, to this moment. He knew that his journey was far from over, that there were still countless adventures waiting for him beyond these walls. As Oliver reflected on his journey, he marveled at the power of curiosity. It had driven him to uncover the secrets of the castle and share them with the world. He realized that curiosity was the spark that ignited discovery, that it was the key to unlocking the mysteries of the universe. The castle and its springs had become a symbol of the magic and beauty that lay hidden in the world. They had inspired others to pursue their own adventures, to seek out the unknown and embrace the wonders that awaited them. Oliver's discoveries had sparked a renewed sense of curiosity in the town. People began exploring the countryside, seeking out hidden treasures and forgotten tales. The town flourished, its streets filled with laughter and excitement. As Oliver continued his archaeological adventures elsewhere, he carried with him the lessons he had learned from the castle. He knew that there were still countless mysteries waiting to be uncovered, and he was eager to uncover them all. Oliver's time at the castle had come to an end, but his journey as an archaeologist was far from over. He packed his bags and set off to explore new lands, always seeking new mysteries to solve. He knew that there were countless castles and ruins waiting to be discovered, each one holding its own secrets and tales. Oliver was determined to uncover them all, to share their enchantment with the world. As he stood on the outskirts of a new town, his eyes fixed on a crumbling ruin in the distance, Oliver felt a familiar surge of excitement. He knew that this was just the beginning of another grand adventure. And so, Oliver Thompson, the curious archaeologist, set off into the unknown once again. With each step he took, he carried with him the memories of the castle and its springs, forever grateful for the wonders they had revealed. The world was vast and filled with mysteries, and Oliver was ready to uncover them all.